it's y'all. What's up, y'all? When y'all get here? Welcome to the Tuesday edition of Burn It Down with Kim Brown. Maybe we'll call this Blaze It Up with Kim Brown. Actually, I'm at the end of this little roachy. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, yeah, I spoke it down, baby. Roach face killer. Make no mistakes. No J is too small. No J is too small. No J is too small. How's everybody doing tonight? Good. Better than me, I hope. I'm not doing bad. I'm doing perfectly fine. It's just that my train of thought was derailed. There was a train of thought. It was about 30 car derailment of my train of thought. On today, I had ideas, I had plans for stories and the like. All them shits fell through. All them shits fell through. But it's fine. It's fine. Dawn, thank you so much for your Cash App donation to get this thing started. For some shrooms, no less, Donnie. We will take that. We will accept that. We will apply that in the direction that you have indicated there for some shrooms. Yes, she had that mushroom emojis, which I like. Thank you so much, Dawn. So, as I think you all have deduced, today is our December call-in day. It's a call-in show. Today is a call-in show. Lucky for you all. So this is what I need you to do. The good brother Will has already deposited the link, the Restream link, into the chat. So if you're so inclined, feel free to click on said link and give me a call. I was trying to think of a somewhat creative way to spin this. I'm not good. It's weird. This is not different from radio, really, right? But I can come up with no interactive ways to engage with the callers besides y'all call in and tell me something. I guess maybe if I had a prize, it would be a wee bit more interactive. Somebody even suggested to me that I do some sort of music trivia, which I guess, but maybe I really don't know where y'all everybody's musical acumen is at, and plus my music knowledge is very specific. You know what I'm saying? I'm not open on like Drake and Nicki Minaj and shit like that. Like I had absolutely tapped out of rap music by the time the likes of Drake and Nicki Minaj were hitting their apex. But nonetheless, I'm trying in vain to get to my damn channel. I don't know why I'm not cooperating. But anyway, so if you guys want to get in, check the link. It's in the chat. Ooh, there go the yappas over top of my head. Whoops. That could be any fucking body around here, y'all. Like that could be anybody. That could be anybody around here. I sit around and try to guess the agency flying over my head at any given time around here often. And could be any fucking body around here. I know the F-16s when I hear them. I know the jets. But the yappas, well, I know who is not. Let's put it that way. And all that craziness. So anyway, I was trying to think of a couple of things. See, again, the stories that I wanted to bring today, I don't really want to get into them because I want to get into them at some point. But my shit, there, all the shit wasn't working today. The new moon is today. To what bearing it has on anything, I can't be certain. But when I am in confusion as to why I can't concentrate or maybe feeling moody or I check the phase of the moon and usually that shit be making sense. I said, oh, full fucking moon. Make goddamn sense. Caller, you're on the line. Who do we have?
Hi, it's Helly.
Eloise, girl.
I'm not coming.
up?
I'm not showing myself. I'm in my pajamas.
You're in me jamas. I love it, me jamas.
In my PJs. Yeah.
How are you
Hold on a minute.
feeling? How are you feeling, sweetheart?
I'm feeling fine. I just thought I seen you pop up, which was really strange. Yeah, I'm here now. I seen you pop up. It's a bad hair day. You're not gonna get to see the hair, but I
That's
see you
okay.
pop up, and then you said, "Oh, it's an open thing," and I thought, "Oh, I'll say hello to everybody."
Heloise, as always, Lady Heloise, Lady Heloise. Lady Heloise, I'm so happy to hear you and see you. I know it's late over there in the British
It's like,
Isles.
yeah, 12 o'clock at night here, so
Well,
I
Helly,
just thought,
give me. I know you don't like to keep up with the news because the news is a mad thing,
no,
right?
no, give me a bit of it. What are you doing tonight? What are you going to be
Oh,
talking about tonight?
well, that's the thing. So the things I was going to talk about, for one, are very local. There was some movement on the FBI headquarters coming to my community, that I'd like to, just kiki and really rejoice about. But I can't. I'm too discombobulated to present it. So anyone that called in tonight, I was going to ask them, you, whoever, you tell me what's going on where you are. What's going on in the UK? What's up with King
You're
Charles
you're
and all those
you're better to
wayward
ask Stone
whites?
Alona for that one. I know nothing. I know absolutely nothing. I don't watch the news anymore or anything like that because it just gets me down far too much. So
I understand.
basically, all I've been doing is just watching my really nice TV programs, stuff which I've watched, which are BBC based and stuff.
Well,
I
listen,
mean, even to the point of watching Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief today. So that's how bad I am.
lightning thief. Now, people have VPNs and they can get around some of these country restrictions. Give us some British
Yeah.
television recommendations.
Right. If you can ever get it, there is an absolutely brilliant series which was on BBC iPlayer called Years and Years. Also, there's a really good thing called Small Island, which was also a series, which was written by a black lady about the black people coming across during, oh, what's it called?
Windrush.
When they asked Rin, that's it. And that's really interesting to watch. So if anyone can get on any of those, watch them. They're very, very good. Another one was called Small Axe, which was a series about what happened to black people over in England during from the 1980s onwards. Which one was about mental health, the other one was about schools and how certain kids were treated, quote. Another one was about um, the reggae parties, one reggae party one, and I can't remember. And the other one was about police, believe it or not, which was very good. Yeah, well, it gives you an insight of how people felt about different things at that time as well. So all of those are very good. Small Axe, Small Island, and Years and Years.
I think that the experiences, particularly of the Black British part of the African diaspora, is not really well known. You know what I mean? I don't think I feel as though Black British people know more about how Black Americans are treated, and more about our experiences than the inverse, than the reverse. You know what I mean? Like we don't get those stories about like, we have to seek them out. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So I appreciate you sharing those, programming recommendations for anybody that wants to get you.
it's
Mhm, go ahead,
it's
Helen.
really interesting for people to get to know about the different ways because British police are completely different. They don't have guns unless they get told by, say, like, there's someone who's got a gun and they're holding someone hostage in a house. The only time they'll get guns then is if there's a danger to life. There's no guns carried around at all in England.
Right. But still, when people die at the hands of British police, it happens to be black people most times, right? Like
I
it
don't.
somehow the black people end up dead. Guns are no, right? Like
There is has been times, but not through. If it's through anything, it'd be brutal force.
Mhm.
I've heard of that, and it's happened, and I think Small Axe portrays something like that. It's
Mhm.
about a young officer who joins the police force and faces racism during that, and how he has to deal with racism against other black people as well at that same time as him joining the force. So that was one of them. The other, like I told you, the other one was about a black, what they used to call reggae parties, the true reggae sort of party. I think it was reggae and 80s music played there. I don't know. I can't remember it all now. And then there was one about education where this young boy was put into a special class because he was black.
Mhm.
And the other one, I think there was one about mental health as well, but I don't know if they touched on that one. I'm not sure now.
Oh,
But
it's okay. We
there's a
you
lot of
pointed us in the right direction. You pointed us in the right direction. What
yeah,
the
but I
what
thought you've I've always been harping on about it, and I just want people to watch them because years and years is something completely different. It's about a um a family going through decades of their lives, and it starts from like 19 to 2000 and whatever to 2000 and whatever 20 20 I think it goes through two decades, but it's a very interesting story. It's about um it's it's about the days in the lives of these people, you know, and they're having their family and just so many different things. But there's 6 episodes, but the first one shocks you straight out, and it's about Donald Trump in it as well. I'm not telling you, but you got to watch it to see it. It was really really good. It shocks you. The first one shocks you.
Well, very good. A lot of that British-based drama, like Black Mirror, is very shocking. There's a lot of
Yeah, it is. It's
there's
really that's the one thing about it. BBC puts on a lot of very good dramas,
Mhm.
and you look at them and you sort of like, oh wow, I didn't realise, you know what I mean? And that's why I liked Small Axe so much, and I liked Small Island because they were based around Windrush and the 80s and
Mhm.
stuff. So
Mhm.
it was sort of, oh, that's it. It wasn't about mental health. It was about a small, the last one, I think it was the second one, which was about a small barber shop. Nice black guy. Oh, have I run? No. Have you lost me?
No, I can hear you just fine.
I've got a very low signal here at the moment for some
Well, no
reason. So if you
worries.
lose me, you lose me, I'm afraid.
Well, Helly, listen,
Um,
we have a
but
couple we have some other folks
that was
standing by.
about him running.
Uh-oh,
Yeah.
we're kind of buffering a little bit. No, we have some other people wanting to get on, but I
Oh no, no, that's all right. That's fine. I'm coming off then. I'm quite happy to come off. So
I so
it's been lovely
appreciate.
talking to you.
You too, baby. We are always encouraged to see you when you join us, when you're able and want to join us in the chat. That's great too. Even if you're watching later, I appreciate any and all views at all times. So the
Yeah,
fact that you
that's
were
fine.
able to join us live, that was a very special
Yeah.
treat, Heloise.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you, baby. You have
Okay.
a good rest of your evening.
I will. I'm going to continue watching. I'm going to come out and continue watching you.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you. Thank you. I
yeah.
can't wait to join you in me jammies.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Take care.
All right, baby. Good night.
Right.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah. That's what I like to see. Love to see them Fire Fam All Stars. International Edition. Y'all see what it is. Shout out to Lady Heloise. Shout out to Stoner Lona. Shout out to everybody watching abroad. And I really think it's just Lady Heloise and Stoner Lona, but shout out to them especially, as even if it is just them, then we need to shout them out even more because we can quantify them. Can we not, kids? Can we not? Yes, you guys. The link is in the chat. What did I see today? First of all, I saw your boy, y'all's boy, Yeezy. Yeezy came out with a new album. He had his album release party in Miami. And it's like, something's wrong with this nigga. Now I know that in itself is not news. That's not new, and that is not news. That something is wrong with Kanye West. But he has this weird fixation with white supremacist ideology, from black skinheads to white lives matter to him being a Trump acolyte to this wearing of a black Klan hood. It's like, mm. Like if you had to describe to me, I want you to describe. Please describe to me if you could a nigga that hates himself. Well, let's see. He's about 5'8", brown skin. He has made allusions to selling out to whiteness, all throughout the early portions of his career. Then he did the shit, but then he extra did it and went anti-Semitic. He went ultra white, and then and then the actions had to be taken. But then he gets re-embraced by the whole Hollywood entertainment industry weirdo clique. So there's that. What was the last Kanye album that I bought? Personally, the last Kanye album that I purchased with my money was I had to been Watch the Throne. The last solo Kanye album that I bought very well could have been, I can't remember which came in which order they were. What was it? 808s and Heartbreaks, and then My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I could not say, I thought My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was amongst one of the most overhyped. Like it got too much, in my opinion, critical acclaim that it did not deserve. Did I not put my earrings in? Shit. Excuse me. I didn't dig it. I didn't dig it. I didn't dig it. And then, but I did like Watch the Throne. No, I did like Watch the Throne. Now, Watch the Throne is an album I have not revisited since I woke up to Jay-Z, right? Until I became became properly disgusted with Jay-Z. I was not yet disgusted with Jay-Z when Watch the Throne was released, and I thought it was a very good album. High quality rap album, very well produced. Very good album, man. I should go listen to it again. Maybe I didn't tell y'all. I over the summer, late summer, fall, whatever, I had revisited Reasonable Doubt. And I was almost like, I just had to shake my head. I'm like, this motherfucker crank. Okay. Like Reasonable Doubt is no matter what I feel about Jay-Z now. Let me tell you, in 96, woo! And right now, that joint, shit. Reasonable Doubt has aged fantastically. It sounds so good. Like it sounds so good. Maybe because it sounds better than shit that's out now. And perhaps that is a generational bias that I had. Did I lie to Heloise and tell her we had somebody on? Why did I think we had somebody else on? My bad, Helly. I didn't mean to kick you and rush you off. Apparently there was nobody on because nobody wants to talk to me. And that's all right. You know why? Because I can talk to myself for quite a while. I will hop even in the little fair chat. Hey, thank you, Anna. Oh, Anna, thank you so much. Free Cash App support. That's very kind and generous. That is the we are in Sag season. Oh, look at Sagittarius being generous to us. Thank you so much, Anna. Shout out to Mama Lorraine. Shout out to all the pups. I don't know what's going on with my phone. Somebody's upset with me. I have angered someone in the tech world because all my shit is on the fritz. It's on the fritz. Or because there's the new iPhone out, my iPhone is, regressing for reasons. And it's like, to me, it doesn't even make sense why these phones would even slow down in their working capacity at all. Like, this is high technology shit. This is phone in your hand. This is lithium and fucking all kinds of precious metals in the palm of your fucking hand. Like, that shit don't wear out like that. Apple out here playing tremendous games. Tremendous games to try to keep them sales regular. I don't be digging it. Peace, infinite content. Thank you so much. Whoops. For your super chat. Anna Hart, I gotta check in. I did not check the block list as I told you I would, but I will because I don't know why I'm not able to see you. What you say here? Oh shit! I got the 4,000 win. Will, why didn't you say something? Will ain't say nothing. Will ain't say nothing to be your own niggas. Infinite said, "Congratulations on getting the 4,000 subscribers." Infinite, you breaking news to me. Look at me, not knowing shit about my own shit. Thank you. Hey, that's cause for a celebration. But yeah, go bring me my tree. And the grinder. bring me my accoutrements. Hey. Hey. I like to accept this award and not thank the Academy. Not thank the YouTube Creators Academy. I'd like to thank you, the customers, the viewers, the Fire Fam, for this milestone achievement of my tiny, tiny YouTube channel. But listen, if 4,000 niggas showed up at your house, you'd be concerned, okay? you'd be a little worried. So I'd like to think that maybe I could perhaps muster 1% of these of these 4,000 subscribers in real life. What's 1% of 4,000? Well, it's not a lot, right? It's like 40 or maybe 400. Who knows? Regardless, I like to thank you guys for helping me to get to this point in this whatever this is in this YouTube world. Thank you guys so much. And thank you, Infinite, for noticing. That's what's up. Ooh, got some more super chats. Thank you guys. No, Bagheera, it's not time for whatever you're trying to do. Franny French said that she would love to hop on, but oh, you're feeling a little sleepy. Sloppy? Sloppy? How you feel sloppy? Sloppy drunk? What we sloppy? I'm feeling a little sloppy today. I don't even know what you mean by that, Franny French. How do you feel sloppy? That's an interesting way to feel. Oh, your hair. Girl, please. Franny French. You know what I'm going to tell you? Just let your soul glow, baby. I'm feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Freddie French. Just let your soul. Freddie French. Freddie French. You better get on here and Brooke Shields and shut up. You better quit playing. You better let your soul glow. Let this shit feel all so silky smooth. Would you say your hair is in a weird cut? Oh, Freddie, did you get hemmed up by some fucking wayward cunt in the beauty salon? I can relate. Thank you, Fernie French. Next time, indeed. Thank you so much. And like I said, Fernie French, just let your soul glow. just let your soul glow, girl. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to even talk about it. because I'm gonna get upset. I don't even want to discuss. Prefer any French. Thank you so much for your support, as always. And I can relate. And just let your soul glow. 1-800 Easy Dick. It's Trebin Jones. No, wait. I'm getting Trebin Jones. Who is Trebin Jones? All right, I'm sorry. I'm getting the host, whoever hosted the segment with the mad rapper confused with DJ Easy Dick. Wait, hold on. For the station that slaps you across your fat ass. We got the brand new one from the Dog Pound. Y'all not ready for that. That is very generational specific and culture community specific. But those who know what Nate Dogg did on that thing right there. What Nate Dogg did on that thing right there. What else did I see in the news today? I see so much ridiculousness. It's kind of hard to keep up with it. Again, I guess I'm giving y'all a preview of what the fuck I'm gonna talk about on Friday because I did not have the proper supplementary media that I enjoy because for reasons. So they had the House Transportation Subcommittee. I'm trying not to show too much glee about this shit because the shit's hilarious, and I don't want to say too much because I do want to talk about this Friday. But there was a bit more, there was more movement on the FBI headquarters situation. Everybody, for those that may not know, the FBI has been approved to leave its dilapidated downtown DC headquarters. They've got approved for a new site in black ass Prince George's County, Maryland. I disagree. I disagree with this notion of equity put forth by the black misleadership of Maryland, saying that bringing the FBI is going to bring economic equity. Get the fuck out my face with that shit. Since when, where, how? Anyway, so the other options for the FBI headquarter locations was in Northern Virginia. The Virginia congressional delegation, made up of the whites, have made quite the stink over the FBI headquarters selection in Maryland. So, like I fucking told y'all, the whites is putting up a fucking stink. And there was a these niggas held congressional hearings about this shit. It was the one today, House Transportation Subcommittee hearing. And the Hill had a link to the shit, but every time I clicked on the link, something was wrong with the stream. Like it was the stream itself was corrupted because I had refreshed it, closed it down, clicked the shit again, and the page itself loaded, but the stream it would not load, and I couldn't find it on C-SPAN. Maybe I didn't look hard enough, but I wanted to hear that subcommittee testimony. I was interested because the whites have done what they have historically done. They have forgotten all their political fucking, tribal affiliations. So you have Democrats like Tim Kaine and Mark Warner, who are Virginia senators, talking the same shit as Jim Jordan and fucking Matt Getz about the FBI, basically. And it's like, look at this. This is the white supremacy I'm here for. Okay, I'm so here for this very specific instance of white supremacy because I don't like the black misleadership of Maryland. I don't like how fucking smug they were and kind of like touting the selection of Greenbelt, Maryland as some sort of economic fix or some mass writer of historical wrongs by bringing the FBI specifically to fucking PG County. Like that shit pissed me off. Like literally, you could bring any other fucking division of the government, Department of Education. I don't give a fuck who y'all brought out here. It could anybody but them niggas and Homeland Security. Could have been Homeland Security either, but it could have been Department of Ed, could have been Department of Labor, could have been whole but the other agencies that could have came to PG County. The FBI, Corntel Pro, J. Edgar Hoover, fucking FBI. That ain't it. Black identity extremist labeling of leftist protesters, FBI, James Comey. That ain't fucking it. So anyway, the whites is upset, and I'm with the whites. Okay, so I'm gonna keep you guys updated on how the whites are faring. I expect the whites to do well because the whites usually prevail in situations versus uppity Negroes. I don't make the rules, gang. I don't make the rules. I've just seen the movie lots of times. And I keep telling y'all, that's how I know Westmore ain't from here. Because if Westmore was from here, he'd have known how this was gonna go. You feel me? So yeah, in this very narrow, specific instance, we are rooting for white supremacy, and we're rooting for the whites. So go whites, keep it up. Hey, hey! Speaking of rooting
Hey,
for the whites, we have Anna. To the
hey,
whites, we
everybody. Hey,
how are you? Hey, birthday lady, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. It's been a rough couple of weeks, so just um, I just wanted to say thank you very much. We are going to enter our third year of Around the Fire.
Whoa, is it 3 year? Are you sure? Well, I'm
We have
asking you. Are you
in
sure?
May
Let
it
me
will
know.
be 2 years, so we will enter our third year.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we it has been incredibly successful.
Wow.
And I just wanted to shout out all my love, all my gratitude for everything everybody has shared,
Mhm.
for laying your hearts bare, for trusting me with this role, for trusting Abby and Mama Lorraine with this role. We really we take this job seriously, and when we get back a little bit of hey, because I came to group, my whole day brightened, or my whole, just I get such lovely, lovely feedback, and for that I cannot thank you enough. I that it gives me that's like the best birthday present ever, ever.
Anna, first of all, you thank me. I thank you and Mama Lorraine and Abby have not only the dedication but the compassion. And when it comes to doing things like this, you guys have what I personally lack, and that is consistency. Like you guys are so consistent, and you have been so consistent. And I think that's part of the reason why the support chat and it has been a success, and it has gone on because of what you and Mama Lorraine and Abby put into it. So I thank you, Anna, because if it was up to me, if it was up to me, oh man, I don't know how many meetings we would have had. But because it's you and because it's Lorraine and Abby, like this, it has continued. And I thank you. I thank all of you so much for that. For that so
And
much.
definitely teamwork. There would be no Around the Fire if it wasn't all of us, to be honest. If one of us was missing from this equation, it would be, oh, I don't even want to think. But I do want to say that we have some plans on the horizon. We wanted to start up like some documents that get like some links, some information out to people that need that. One of the things that I hear so much, and it's a heartbreaking tale, people that are diversely abled, as I love to call it, find so much difficulty with transportation.
Mhm.
Accessibility, yes, but number one, it really seems to be the further away you get from a city, number one, there's no public transportation that's reliable. How do you get out to places? Like, we seriously would love if anybody in the Fire Fam has an idea, because that's what we start. That's what we need, and what we need to start is making more kind of local groups that
can reach out to each other, can say, "Hey, if you maybe need a ride, I can help with that," kind of thing. And I mean, nobody should be should be lost looking for a ride to a doctor.
No.
Oh.
So locally in the DC area, we have something called Metro Access, where
Mhm.
they are buses, not like full on metro buses, but like what was it, the 16 passenger bus, I guess,
Mhm.
something like that. But they're fitted for chairs, and the drivers are also there as assistance to people who need help getting on and off the bus. But that's what they specifically do. They take people around. Now, I've never used Metro Access, and to the extent that people feel it's an adequate service or not, I'm not really sure. But what I do know is that there is not Metro Access type public transport everywhere, right? You know what I mean? I
Right.
know that the DC area is a bit unusual that it does have that. So how do we
Th
get it everywhere? Like how do we get
Right.
how do we get Metro
Really good
Access everywhere?
question. One of the things that, I'm 30 miles southwest of Seattle as the crow flies,
Mhm.
and we have a really, really decent public transport system. But I'm out in the sticks, and I would need to walk too far to get a
Mhm.
bus.
Mhm.
I rely on my caregiver completely. And let me say, I am so lucky that I have a caregiver who is at the ready for if I need anything. Mama Lorraine, of course, she will go out of her way to give it to me. Not everybody has that.
No.
And I would love to jump around the country if I could, if I had that uh beam me up over there place, if I had that ability. Oh,
Mhm.
we have a local organization that they really try to be a community and give. Do you need a ride? Do um, it really comes down to finding your local community like that. And not everybody has good neighbors. So, yeah, that's just something that we've been struggling to even. I mean, Abby and I sometimes float around this idea of we could buy like $100 of bus passes, hand them out. That really would only get to so many people. It would
Yeah.
only be a bit of help. So, I don't know, just bringing some attention to the plight that we have.
So,
But
I mean, even if even in what you described, Anna, giving out bus passes, something is better than nothing. Like we should
yeah.
do what is within our ability at the time. And if that's something that you're able to do, it will help those handful of folks. And you don't even
Mhm.
know what it can help them to do. And even beyond that, they may give it to somebody else that needs it more than them. You know what I mean? So
Right,
it
right.
can be a lifesaver. So don't it helping a handful of people is better than helping none, right? So don't look at it that way. I mean, we do want to have maximum impact, but some impact is better than zero impact. So we do what we can.
Mm, true. Very, very true. Mama L is right off camera, and she is waving and blowing kisses, not wanting to interrupt. So
Thank
she just,
you, Mama Lorraine. I was thinking about you guys earlier in the week, or was it late last week when you all your region had all that rain and flooding. I was wondering how you guys were making out.
oh, we had rivers instead of streets.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's been almost nonstop until like a day ago. So, but yeah, it's been very, very wet.
Is all that supposed to be snow? Like we're but
It
for climate
was.
change, like mid December. Otherwise, would all that have been snow potentially?
It was in
At
some
higher
places.
levels.
What Mama say?
Up at the higher elevations, they had snow rather than rain.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We're a little bit down in a valley in between mountains.
Okay. So you guys are lower elevation. Got it.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Well, pet the pooch for me, Anna.
Of course, of course. And like I said, I really wanted to thank everybody. We've had an incredible couple of years. I'm looking forward to the third. And we're always trying to think of new things to do. So if anybody has any kind of ideas, questions, anything like that, please contact me, Borrelia etc. at gmail.com. It's BORRELIAETC at gmail. And that's it. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Oh, thank you, Anna. Love you too. Love to Mama. Thank you so much for being who you are. Thank you for doing what you do. And I mean, Anna, seriously, like but because of you, I never strayed too far from the sidewalk. I mean, I just want to get this thing together. Just thank you so much. Just, I know, that Kelly Clarkson is infectious. I'm telling you, that Kelly Clarkson, love her. Anyway, but you be easy. Have a good evening, Anna. Love you,
Thank
baby.
you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you, sweetheart. You too. You too. Yeah, guys, I was concerned about the weather up there in Washington where our sistren are located because of all the, the atmospheric rivers that they were calling for. And I want to send obviously our love and support and solidarity to the people that down south that were affected by the tornadoes throughout Tennessee. I think North Carolina caught a little bit of that. Um and yeah, with climate change and the shortening of winters, December is typically not tornado season. But here we are, 2023, seeing F3s December. There is that. Shout out to Anna, Mama Lorraine, Learn Life Abby, the whole Around the Fire Disability Support Chat, anybody that has come through ever and kicked it with us, even if you've ever thought about it. Shout out to you too. Because at least you gave it some thought, you know. Maybe you was busy at 5, which is fine. But keep it on your calendar. Every second Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern. We do that. Who's that peeking in my window, pal? Nobody now. Who is that? Franny French?
This is Franny Francais.
I told you. Look at Brooke Shields. Brooke Shields came on here playing, talk about my hair. You better let your soul glow. What are you doing? How are you look beautiful?
Oh, thanks. Oh God. Yeah, thanks. It's just one of those days and it's like I did go out on a walk this morning in my neighborhood, but I've just been like, I could probably use a bath or a shower. Something like that. I don't know.
But Freddie, we cannot smell you.
And
For the camera, beloved. You smell fine. You smell,
I know. But
smell like roses.
and then I have like a bit of a fucked up situation with my hair. I had to lop it off, like in a movie when they go into a bathroom and they're like, now I have to pretend I'm not a thief. And they cut off their hair just like any which way. Because this stuff it's a long story, but there's this stuff got in there that I had in a caulking gun. But the good news is it didn't go in my eye because I didn't have protective eye gear on because I was just doing something super quick and simple. And it went like ploop. And I was like, fuck. And it's so sticky. So I just went and cut it. And then I haven't had it fixed up. So sometimes I just tuck it behind.
I'm so glad that did not get
So
into your eye, precious. Oh
no shit.
my God.
I know. I was like, you know what? I have to be grateful because it did not fucking go in my eye because I would have been like at the emergency room. I mean, there's no, it's like extremely sticky. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that would have been bad. But
I,
okay,
I
so
would have been like,
the hair
so
took
the
the
hair,
L.
fuck it. My hair grows fast. I got a lot of it. Some days it looks a little bit like I'm on, what's that show? Little House on the Prairie. Like Paul,
Paul, can I go to the flock, Paul?
Paul's a man down by the river. There's a man down by the river. Oh.
I used to watch Little House
Anyway,
on the.
whatever. Let me just say, I'm
Oh,
so
sorry.
happy to be on here. I'm glad I got on here because I love you so much, and I know everyone says that because we all mean it.
Oh, Franny, but I mean it. I mean it. But I love the shit, Franny. I
I know.
know. Listen,
feel
I
like
run.
we're friends. Like,
I know.
we just must fucking be friends.
That's why I know. I know.
If
I
you're
can
not
say.
my
I
friend,
can. I can say the things that I say to you, and I know. I know you're not
yeah,
over there like. Oh, I know you're not over there mad. I told you to go fix
you.
Hall and Oates. And I
And I was like, really? Honestly, I was like, I never get into them, but I know their songs somehow.
oh,
I think from shopping at places like Strawberries
oh
in New
God.
York City in the 80s.
Wait a second. I'm out. Oh my
You
God.
can
And you're
do.
not telling me that Hall and Oates is background shopping retail music to you, girl. Oh my gosh,
No, no,
Freddie.
no. No, I'm sorry. That went too far. I went too far. That's not how I meant it. It was just playing on the radio in stores like that. Wasn't it from the 80s or 90s?
Both, a little bit of both, but mostly
Oh,
mostly of the 80s, mostly of the 80s. Where are all these people? Listen, I know it cannot be. I know it wasn't only black people making Hall and Oates popular. What white folks
I
had
don't
to
think
have
white people
liked
like Hall and Oates, honestly. White people hate Hall and Oates. No, just kidding.
but
I can't
how?
speak for white people.
Why? See, but that just that's so
And I want to
disappointing.
say, I know. But speaking of white people, see how I can segue? I'm so sorry about the rest of most of the white people. Like, I just want to fucking say that. I'm so fucking sorry. And I try to do shit about it. And all my friends and family are like, we love you so much. And then they're like, you're so this and that. And we love you. You're great. And then I start talking about issues and they're like,
Can you shut up,
yeah, how long is this going to take?
like Franny? No one wants to hear this shit,
Nobody,
Franny. It's Thanksgiving,
Franny, we
Franny.
liked you when you are funny.
Franny, you know this
But they're
upsets
learning.
Papa.
But
You
they're
know.
learning.
Oh,
They're learning.
good.
And here's how they learn. They think it was their idea when they're like, capitalism sucks. And I'm like, yeah, remember I told you? And they're like, yeah, no, I read it. I'm like, no, remember I told you like 2 months ago. So like, I don't care how they learn. I really don't. I don't need that credit. But
Listen,
anyway,
the germination of the seeds that are being sprinkled. I'm telling you, right? It doesn't matter. We're not here for credit. We don't need no
they're
credit
growing.
out here. We need the ideas to take root, okay, and for
Yeah,
people to slowly open up their brains to dissent to this condition that we find ourselves in. So I
yeah.
applaud you. That is wonderful. Because
I feel like I'm making a difference. Not so much on Twitter because I can see the activity, but no one ever says anything to me. And I'm like, I said something really funny, Twitter.
No, but fuck Twitter. That's the real work at the dinner table. You feel me? Like that
Yeah,
on the Facebook family group, on the group chat. Like that's the work. Like that is the real work. You know what I mean? And that's what we implore white folks to do. Like deal with
yep,
your folks. Like that's that should ain't just some catchy slogans. Like that's a
yep,
mandate. That is the suggestion. Go deal with your folks, and that's good. I'm really glad to hear that.
yeah. So anyway, I don't want to take up the time. I think are people waiting? I see people in the private chat.
Oh, well, looky there. Look at that.
God,
Private
I have
chat.
so much to say to you though. God damn, we need to hang out.
Well, I need to come to that
Hey,
side of the world because
well, I can come there. I mean, but I don't. I'm not sure when I'm going to be traveling next, but I do go to the East Coast. I'm from the East Coast. You didn't think I was from
oh,
Portland, Oregon. I'm
I
way too.
didn't know. No, but
I just
you
live
don't
in
have an East Coast accent. You don't sound
No, because I've lived out here for a long time, and I lived in New York. I went to college in New York, and I lived there for 8 years in the city, in my youth, and I did have a Boston accent, but not too bad. But I remember somebody at a restaurant I worked at was like, you talk funny, and I was like, oh shit. So I just flattened it out, and then I moved
imagining.
out here, and then I might have an Oregon drawl a little bit now, but I've lived here for like 30 years, so
Oh, wow.
you know. But I
No,
mean,
I wasn't sure. You were kinda accentless, you know what I mean? I wasn't sure where you originated from. But imagine the audacity of a New Yorker telling a bo no, so that
they
telling
do talk
anybody that they
funny.
talk funny, like, "What?"
Oh, really? Yeah.
Anywho, but
Uh,
Franny, it's so
yeah, it's
wonderful
so
to
good to be on
see
here with you. I
you.
want to just personally thank you for like everything you do
Oh,
and all
that's
the
so
ways you
kind.
made me think and made me laugh and smile and like cry with you.
That makes me
Really.
so happy.
This is like
I don't know what to say.
a
I get a
friendship.
little stuck sometimes, but I
Yeah.
appreciate that, Franny. You a real one out here. Your support, your engagement, the way that you participate, like it here and on BPM also. It's great. Like I'm just very appreciative that there are people like you that support channels like mine, that support channels like BPM. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
But
again,
I'm really the one who's honored because like these are conversations I've literally wanted to have my entire life, and I'm not kidding. Like nobody ever wanted to hear. I'm the youngest of 7 children from a poor family in Massachusetts, and like I still can't get a word in edgewise with my family, but I don't talk to all of them because some of them are really fucked up.
mm,
But anyway, so I've always been like, wait, things are weird, things are weird in the world and I don't like them. So I've always leaned like radical, but like I swear to God, like just coming on to BPM, like first it was Renegade Culture
mhm.
podcast, because I was listening to some Canadian podcast, Sandy and Nora, that's really good, actually. Sandy and Nora's podcast is good out of Canada. But anyway, so that was like my backstory, my BPM backstory was Renegade Culture. And then it was like, boom, like political education for the last 3 years. Like I'm working on my PhD on not thinking like a white person or something.
Ooh, that's tough. I know that's hard, girl.
Yeah. No, actually, it's been nothing but like a pleasure because I love to read and I love to learn new things. And plus, it's not about me, but I know I can help.
And listen, Franny, when I say like I know it's hard, meaning that it's hard, like because all of us, whites included, are indoctrinated in white supremacy. Like it's an unlearning for everybody, right? But we unlearn it from different perspectives and from different levels of it. So I mean, hey, like I almost can't fault white people for opting into the white supremacy. That shit looks nice. It looks
Whatever.
fun. It
It's
looks
the
like a
one.
lot of fun.
Yeah,
So
white people really like it.
they do, and I can't. I understand, but
Yeah.
I've also known white folks to opt out of that shit, and that shit is not without consequence. That shit is not without personal condemnation from family members, friends, peer groups. Like there's a price to be paid for that. To opt out of the white? What are you crazy? You know what I'm saying? Like so I get that. So I just wanted to acknowledge that
Thank
if
you.
you're making the efforts, to do that work. It's not easy. It's not easy.
You know what? I mean, like, I wouldn't have it any other way. And one time, I said in a chat a couple of years ago, like, it feels so good to be on the right side of the barricades, as Kalanji Changa always says. It really feels like once you're never going to go back. And Ricky Ryan actually was like, doesn't it feel good? After I posted that, and I was like, Ricky Ryan actually said something to me in the chat. Just kidding, occasionally she does. But you know, just to be like, I wouldn't live any other way. Like, I don't think there's any other way to live when you see so much injustice just in your own country with the, you know, carceral system or any of it, you know, any of it. CPS stealing black babies, like, you know, and white people know most of the disparities and still just fucking go along. And I'm like, so you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
You're upholding it, you know. People don't like hearing it. I don't give a fuck.
And that's what it takes. Somebody to say something. Because for so long, ain't nobody said nothing. Like you said, they just went along, go along to get along. And so for someone to say, literally out of their mouth, say, nope, this ain't it. This is incorrect. This is wrong.
And I
Very
won't talk
proud of you.
to any of them either because, you know, some of them, it's like, it's a fucking waste of time. But
Yeah.
people, it's not,
That
I'm not
too.
saying like I'm changing everyone's mind, but I have seen some changes. And
Yeah.
I think part of it is just like, you know, the whatever. I could go on and on. I'm not going to keep you any longer because in case somebody else is waiting, which I think they are in the private chat.
Mm-mm.
No?
Girl, I think is that Afra? Will?
Tyler.
Oh, Afra and Tyler standing by.
Yeah. I think they're standing by. So I'm going to sign off. But oh my God, how
Thank you,
amazing and wonderful. You're amazing. And all you do out here.
Franny, you are so no, you're amazing, Franny. No, you're amazing. Thank you, Franny. You keep being you, doing you, and we both of us will match our hair growth, our hair regrowth journeys because we've lost our hair in recent weeks. So we will
but
keep
you know
each other
what?
updated.
I'm grateful for mine. So
Oh, absolutely, yes. As me too.
Yeah,
For yours,
but it's
yes.
fucked up some days. I already have kind of does whatever it wants hair. So cool, you know.
Well,
I like it, but you know, does what it wants.
Well, yeah. Well, let it keep doing what it wants to do out there in the good humidity.
Say hi to Bagheera.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for that.
All right, how do I get off this train? I feel like Kamal Franklin.
I think we'll let you off. There we go. We pulled into the stop. Next stop, Oregon. Off goes Freddie French. Thank you so much, Freddie French. That's what's up. Let me get back to the chat here. Thank you all, chat, for being around town as we get on down on the go round. About to say, that's the extent of my freestyle. Who we got here?
Tyler's on there.
What's up?
Yep.
T Money. What's up, baby boy?
I assume I'm live right now. Since that, yeah. You're you'd be able to address that too, and and that would be fine.
Oh, you know what, Tyler? If I've erred, I've never inquired about your pronouns, and my apologies for that.
No, you're
if
good. No, I don't do that. I'm not. I respect those that are about pronouns stuff, but I'm personally not.
Okay. Well, good. Okay. Well, when I call you a baby boy, it's not to infantilize you. It's because I call you my son, so you would be my baby boy.
I know. I'm just saying, like, you're the only, like, out of everyone that's here and like in the chat, like, I'd be like the only one that's among the.
Yeah, Tyler, you're our youngest viewer. It's you by yourself. It's only you. Everybody else is older than you by some years. I think
lonesome.
You are singular Gen Z viewer, I believe.
Right. Well, like, considering like the Hall & Oates and Kelly Clarkson that I understood, I and love, by the way. Thanks, Mom. Yeah.
I know your mama got good taste out here because you be knowing. And the only way you could be knowing is if your mama showed you or
Yeah.
your daddy. So I already know. Of course you be know. Of course you like Kelly Clarkson. I love
Yeah.
Kelly. I love the shit
Yeah.
out of Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson opens her show. She
Yeah,
calls it
she is a
Kelly Yoki.
yes, karaoke. She does everybody's songs and does them better. She we love her. It's great.
She does a wonderful job. I love Kelly Clarkson. If Kelly Clarkson is racist, don't tell me. I don't want
I
to know.
would I
Don't inform me. I don't want to know.
I would hope
Kelly
not,
Clarkson.
because she loves a lot of black artists. She's obviously heavily influenced by that, by a lot of
Yes, I know.
R&B. Yeah, I would hate the like freaking endorsements, sudden endorsements of, I don't know,
Oh
like either
Lord.
Trump or any of these neoliberal. Like I don't know. That breaks my heart. But right now we're gonna be. I don't usually use this word. I'm gonna be standing my unproblematic phase. I will be.
That's a
Just
shrinking list though, Tyler. You know, I
a
mean,
shrinking
I
list.
have to stand my unproblematic faves also. Can I please give an unproblematic fave mention to both members of Outkast? That would be Big
Mm.
Boy and Andre 3000. Can I also give an
Yes.
unproblematic fave mention to Redman, who, Redman,
Yep.
to my knowledge, ain't never been caught up. Ain't no whisper rumor. It's been alleged that Redman dropped the roof. No. Okay. And I never heard that about Outkast either. So I'm like, look at my favorites, Tyler. I liked Jay-Z and Nas and
Right.
this one
Right.
and that one, but my
But
faves
they've been
are
in
out
some
here.
shit like.
Hmm?
Yeah. Well, like the thing, like the thing is, like even like I don't know, like well, Jay, Nas, and of course, well, like even though like they represent for the culture and they've been part of that, like just of they've been part of like a lot of people's challenge. Like it's hard to reconcile when your supposed heroes uh are shitty. Or at least not what you thought they were. And it sucks, but I think I just in terms of the fact with the that humans are humans and humans are shitty people and humans are good people. Good people like you, like y'all, like Kim, like everybody here. And that breaks the heart. Yeah.
It's so interesting, we juxtapose all these recent allegations against Diddy and others. I'm not sure if you heard us talk about it on the remix, Tyler. Forbes had put forth a
Mm,
smear piece about Dr. West, about Cornell West. Talked about how he had been married all these times. He had all this outstanding alimony and child support. And I'm like, I'm noticing more what I'm not reading than what I'm reading, right? I'm not reading he was accused by his students of da da da, and then
this
somebody
and
said that Dr. West groped or he touched or and I'm like, if the man is a bad husband, like it's not, we
it's not.
hope for good husbandry out here, but that is not necessarily a deficit on his character or the
I mean,
merit on his
MLK.
character.
I don't know. I heard people say MLK was a bad husband. Like that. That doesn't that doesn't detract from the work that they've done and the contributions to society, the positive contributions to society that they've made. I mean, and when your actions are so egregious and so just unable. I'd say this with anybody, especially politicians, obviously, because they're supposed to be working for us. But even like celebrities, like if your actions are that just awful, then like like yeah, of course, like you got all these bops, you got all these songs, but like it doesn't make it right. It doesn't mean that that we're going to continue to support you.
There's that, and like I said, there's levels to this fallen hero stuff, right? Because
Right.
there's accused of being,
There really is.
delinquent on your child support or delinquent on your alimony, and then there's being accused of multiple credible accusations of sex assault, right?
Of assault,
like
right?
of
Like
assault.
if Cornel West was out here like talking about like or like being accused of assault, like yeah, I'd take that seriously, and I would. Well, first of all, I believe the victims. Like I know people are like innocent until proven guilty, and I get that, and I understand that, but I think statistically, I think more often than not, like most of these cases have been proven true, or at least as many as I mean, I don't want to be like the kind of person that's just like, oh, we don't know if anything's really true or whatever. Like I don't know, but what I've heard, assault allegations, or at least most like assault allegations, like are proven to at least have credibility. At least as far as I know. I don't know. From what I've read.
It's yes, Kamika, it's more like there are very few instances in which reported sexual assaults are proven false, right? It's in like the single digits, like 2, 3, 4, 5%. Like of all reported sexual assaults are proven not to be true. But I mean, again, but that's of reported sexual assaults, and sexual assaults are overwhelmingly not reported, right? So
right, and that's the other thing, and that's why didn't this person come out and say this? Like no, like do you understand what it takes to come out with this information? It's your very being violated, and and if you don't know what that's like, don't judge. Yeah, like
yeah, but that is how
I want people. Sorry.
No. But Tyler, that's how we are conditioned in our society. That's why I'm so appreciative that you are at your age with the perspective that you have, because you got to go tell the others. Like you got to go tell the other Gen Zers, like, don't fall for this fucking okey doke old people. Well, she was lying. What did she have on? Why she was at the hotel? Why was she drunk? All this. No, that's 20th century fucking accusation, victim blaming.
Right.
Teach your peers to let that shit go.
Exactly. Like you got learn from. I'm glad I have such great parents. And like I fear for a lot of young men of my generation. I fear for a lot of young men my age, because I feel like they're listening to people like like Andrew Tate or whoever the hell. I don't know. I don't know if you know who that is, but or like people like that are giving men like terrible advice and saying like, oh, like women are like this, and they want to talk to men that are like this, and they're just like they want to have some sort of they want to implant some preconceived notions about women or some, I don't know, just you know what I mean, I guess.
Misogyny, baby. Misogyny.
Yeah,
that's what you're looking for.
It's that. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
And I think that it's just I don't want to see that cycle continue. I want the cycle to be broken. men to feel confident in themselves and also have that confidence be reflected in just being. It doesn't mean you have to be a piece of shit. It doesn't mean you have to be macho for the sake of being macho or whatever the hell you think you're. It doesn't mean you have to be like like it doesn't mean you have to say like, oh, she won't take me because like oh, I'm a nice guy. Like, are you really a nice if you're really out here upset if she won't take you? Like no, you like clearly she's not interested in you. Just leave it alone. Like there's like a million other people out here. Just be. Don't try to put on an act or like you know, it's fake and front. It's yeah, all that you know.
The concepts of masculinity and what it takes to be a man and all these sort of wayward, rhetorical phrases, well, a man's gonna be a man. I'm like, don't y'all understand that it's men who got man down bad? Women did not put man down bad. Men put themselves down bad. They put
Right.
themselves down bad. Like I like the phrase a man's gonna be a man is like the most self-owning phrase in the world because it always means something bad, Tyler. Like when it's never
It really does.
well,
Boys will be boys.
he done cleaned
Like,
up
that's
our
not a
credit.
good
Well,
thing.
a man's gonna be a man.
That's
It's
not a
never,
good thing.
it's never he done cleaned the house. He done cleaned up the whole house. Well, man's gonna be a man. It's never used like that. It's never used that the
Well,
man
and
did
it's like,
something good. It's always
well, and it's like they like I don't hear people be a woman, or at least if I do, like if I have, it's never used in like a positive connotation, or or as an excuse for like bad behavior. Because I hear it used all the time when it comes to men. I constantly, and it needs to stop.
well,
It needs to stop.
well, Sean took out his pistol and shot up the game. Well, man's gonna be a man.
Man's gonna be a man.
Well,
and man loves his guns.
man's gonna be a man. Like, oh,
But if you
Jesus.
got a rifle and you shot somebody like in self-defense after he attacked you, then like then you're the one who's punished apparently. Like it's
You're a vigilante. Why'd you take the law into your own hands?
Right.
Should've called for help.
That's the language they're using, and
why didn't
just
you
the
call
the double
help?
standards are sickening.
Oh yeah. And that's why, Tyler, why I talk the way I do, because women are not going to be free in my
And I respect
lifetime.
that.
This is clear. Black people are likely not going to be free in my lifetime, and this is clear. So, well, fuck it. If I'm not going to be free, let me not sit here and act like I was cool with the shit. I'm gonna call the shit the way I see it, the way I've experienced it, the way I feel it, the way I view it happening in real time, and what I think is going to happen in the future. So I might as well say what I'm gonna say. If I'm not gonna get free, then let me utilize this bit of freedom that I do have while there's breath in my body to still say it. Let me say it. I don't agree with the shit, Tyler. I want better for you. I want better for you, baby, for my son, and for all the other babies.
Yeah. Yes,
grown
be
babies,
blunt with it.
adult babies.
Like America's like America and to be honest, the world is blunt with how much they don't want black people, women, or just any marginalized group live and breathe. So might as well just call that shit out for what it is.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That at minimum, when it's time to actually go burn things down, I'll show up for that too. But we'll keep doing the show until we have a date on the calendar. Until what's the shit they said the kids send out, the evites, until I get the evite for the burning of the shit down.
Yeah,
No, I have to RSVP.
those.
Mhm.
All right.
Mhm.
Yeah. I know I'm probably taking up some time. I know other people, but
You're fine, Tyler. Thank you. Thank you.
yeah. I always
I
love
always
talking to you.
enjoy hearing from you. I always enjoy hearing from you, Tyler, because I mean, you've been calling up here for a few years now, and at where you are in life,
Yeah.
like a few years makes a difference. So where you were at 18 to where you are at 21, like even just talking to you on these occasions, like I can hear the difference. Everybody can hear the difference, and I mean,
Like,
your confidence, your voice, the way you express your ideas and your thoughts, like, that's all coming together.
and like, well, like here, and like one more thing, I've also been living with like an Arab classmate or roommate, and I'm well, I've always been pro-Palestine, obviously, like even though, like, as an anti-Zionist Jew myself, like, and
Are you
like
Jewish?
yeah,
I'm getting
yeah.
all these revelations of new Jewish people. I'm like, I didn't even. Are you white? I didn't even
I'm I'm
I thought, weren't you black,
a little bit of
Tyler?
everything.
Okay, but your
Huh?
mom was black though, right?
Yeah, my mom's black, my dad's Jewish. Yeah,
Oh, okay. You a whole gerbil out here in reverse. Got it. Okay. Got it.
yeah, pretty much. But yeah, like I don't know, because I don't know, I've seen everybody from the president to like most of Congress like say like, oh, if you're Jewish, you can't be safe in it, like if you don't have an Israeli state. And I'm like, no, fuck. I feel way safer here, like living with my Arab roommate than I ever would if I was amongst any of y'all. So like
That part, Tyler, that part.
yeah,
I don't ever want to diminish reports of anti-Semitism. But
because
what
those
I
are
have
real.
seen, because
But
they are
yeah,
real, but what I have seen in the US, I've only seen Palestinians be attacked with bodily force. I've only seen the 6-year-old
right.
Palestinian boy be killed. It was only the 3 college students from Palestinian college students speaking Arabic up there in New England that were attacked and left the one boy paralyzed. Like, to my knowledge, I don't think Jewish people in America have experienced those kinds of attacks since October 7th. Palestinians sure have. And it's not a
Right,
contest, but I just want us to be clear on who is out here really getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
right. And it's like people want to weaponize our just the bombardment of Gaza and our country's support of that bombardment. And people, like, we say not in our name because not in our name. We don't want this. We are not for this. We unequivocally say no to this, and people want to weaponize that and say that, oh, not really Jewish, or we're, people want to discredit our anger, our fear at like I actually think like the way that the government is handling it is actually going to make things worse for us too, and it believe we are in support of what Netanyahu is doing and what Biden is supporting, and I just don't want to go down that road. I want to we need to support and we need to support not only a ceasefire but an end to just decades and decades of occupation. It's the only way. Yeah.
Well said. Well
Anyway,
said, Tyler.
I'm getting off my soapbox now. But
That's
yeah,
fine. Thanks, fine, baby. Thank you so much for calling, Tyler. Appreciate your thoughts
yeah.
and your takes. And I agree. I agree. But I will
Yeah.
let you go, baby.
Right.
We're gonna make way.
Mhm. Yes, we are.
Thank you, honey. Thank you, son. Be safe out here.
I will.
Happy Hanukkah.
See you
Enjoy
later. Happy
yourself.
Hanukkah.
Oh, what was I gonna say? Something to Tyler's point. Oh, when he mentioned not in our name, I was immediately taken back to 2003 and being one of hundreds of thousands, millions, maybe a mill ticket showed up in DC. But I showed up to three, four, five of them big ass rallies. If you a middle aged motherfucker out here, you know what I'm talking about. The big not my name anti-Iraq war rallies, anti-Afghan war rallies, and we was young, 20s showing up like, nope, we don't agree with this shit. But I thought you said them niggas, them 9/11 hijackers were from Saudi Arabia. What the fuck does Iraq got to do with shit? What you mean George W. Bush talking about Saddam Hussein needs to be deposed because he tried to kill my daddy? I'm sorry, we out here settling personal vendettas from the fucking White House, you fucking piece of shit, George W. Bush, you war criminal. And again, I share all those same frustrations of these young people today because I felt them same frustrations 20 years ago. And my parents, well, my parents' age, I don't think my mama was out there in the streets, but my parents' age was feeling the same shit about Vietnam. Right? I mean, it's just it's our cycle, guys. We about to restart up our $2 trillion foreign war abroad cycle. This time, back to the Middle East. Here we go. Except this time, hopefully everybody ain't going for this shit. But we'll see. Shit. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, Fire Fam. I don't even know what time it is. What's up, Will? What we got? What we got on here?
Yo,
How you feel, bro?
chilling.
Come
You
on
alright?
camera, Will. There we go. There we go. Get the people what they want.
What up?
How you feel?
Cool.
You out here kicking the truth to the young black youth?
Yeah, they trying to come for the head top, but trying to read me for filth.
Who, the children?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
What they read? You know what? I'm not even sure if I want to know why pre-K kids is trying to read you for filth, dog. I have to
They ain't
assume
got
it's
nothing else to do.
justified. I just have to assume it was based in something quite valid.
Okay. So Afra and Zinzi are on. I'm just letting y'all know, we got a little time. That's all. Just
What
trying
time?
to
What
be a
time is it?
showrunner. That's all.
What time? It's fine. Run
I
the
gotta get up
show.
at the ass crack to deal with,
I got you, but you don't
eighth graders.
understand. I don't. I
So,
literally do not know what time it is. What time I
oh,
got my
it's
chat up?
8:30.
Oh shit! It's 8:30. Okay, you tell me what
Mm-hmm.
you need. I'm here for you. Let me submit for a
Well,
second.
go Afra and Zinzi, y'all get on, y'all kick it, and we'll wrap it up after that.
But that's the thing. It's Afra and Zenzi. So I mean, that's why I'm asking you. So I'm asking. That's why I'm asking you. You tell me what you need, King. Our queen. We are queens. We here to
Can
submit.
y'all can talk offline too, but can y'all wrap it up by at least 8:59?
Okay. That's all I was looking for someone specific, beloved.
Okay.
That's why you have problems in relationships because women are not mind readers. You better use your
Oddly, I
words.
think
You
that it
better,
goes the other way.
you
Go
better,
ahead.
you
Go
better,
ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go
you
ahead.
better use your words, nigga. I can't read
Because
mine
I'm
out
like,
here.
is the pot or the kettle? We're not mind readers. Oh, really? Let me get off this. Get off this. All right.
Thank you, Will. Thank you, Will. Come on up here, ladies. Who we got? We got Zenzi Bell and Afra Sings. Come on up here.
Can I say one thing?
Please.
I seriously doubt anyone has ever been confused about how I feel about anything.
Who was in confusion?
Men I've dated never been confused about how I feel about anything.
Oh, well, yes. Why would you leave them in confusion when you could just tell them, right? Let's clear up all the confusion.
Okay,
Let's
my exact point.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey y'all.
Hello.
And can I say one quick thing? You had said something last week about, and where'd she go?
Oh, was I on?
Come back. All right.
Am I on? I don't see.
You're on. Afra, you're on.
You're on. I can see you. I can hear you. Now she's frozen.
Oh, I didn't see me. I saw y'all.
It's a delay. It's a
I'm glad I
delay.
didn't do anything embarrassing.
You said, okay, I'm about to engage in some mess because you said something about how, you were struggling about whether you wanted to listen to bad boy stuff. And I'm just saying, there's a not so open secret that, he didn't produce all the shit he said he produced. So there you go.
So the part that I was struggling with is that the nigga is on the record. You feel me? Like
I hated
all
that.
on
First
the
of all, I
record.
hated him. Sorry, I hated him back at Howard. So you know how I felt from the beginning of hearing his ass on records. Okay, so I never strayed from my position on hearing him in records. Hated it then, hated now.
I guess I know. I guess I was conditioned. Like Diddy caught me at the right time of life where I was easily impressionable.
Listen, listen, the songs that he's on, except for him, are banging. I get it, except for him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, except for him. So there you go. You know the weird thing, another weird thing, when you and Jared talk about Howard County and Columbia,
Mm-hmm.
My sister lived there for a very long time. She raised her children there.
Mm-hmm.
Her kids went to Howard High.
Mm.
My niece went to Frostburg and Morgan. It's just, it's just weird. And my sister passed away in 2011, but it was a crazy situation where she basically had to leave Columbia. She didn't want blah, 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 blah. Her husband had a house in Baltimore. She didn't want to go back to Baltimore because, she still had her kids there. And listen, me and my sister were a struggle. Okay, whatever. But she's my sister. She was she did bail bonds. And so there was a time when they had changed the laws around 2007, 2008. So she lost a lot of business. And we didn't know that she had restarted doing it. Of course, her kids knew. And one day she went to collect on a bail. Now, mind you, she moved to Baltimore, was worried about Baltimore. She went to Columbia to collect on a bail, went into like a cul-de-sac and didn't come out. And it was crazy because they were like, it was on the news. Like I went to, we went to Baltimore, for the service and everything like that. She had 2 services, Baltimore and New York. And there were like news cameras everywhere. It was crazy because they were also saying that, she had the paperwork. They found out who it was because this paperwork was in her car, but the company that used to be hers, that wasn't hers anymore, whatever, that she was doing some consulting with or whatever, they were like, yeah, she didn't work for us, even though the company's name was on, it was just a mess, but yeah. So yeah, all my nephews and my niece grew up in Columbia. My nephews and niece are still in, both the DMV area. Yeah. But I spent many a year in Columbia, and lots of, like, my sister grew up in Baltimore, so I know lots about a lot. So you guys talk about it, I just have these,
the tree-lined streets.
Yes, and it was very, very, very suburban and just like, yeah, it was, but there was, a lot of shit going on there too.
Absolutely.
First of all, I have no illusions about white folks. I don't care where they live. I don't care. Listen, I have never had any blinders about how them being so well behaved and genteel. Fuck that bullshit. That's always been a lie. I laugh my ass off because what we're seeing in the White House now is what I saw upstate New York. I'm just like, oh, now it's just upfront and loud. Like, you know, I have no illusions about them, you know, being unified and sticking together. I'm like, nah, they stick together when it's something individually for themselves. They don't stick together as a unit, and we don't need to be following behind that shit.
Not usually. I mean, but the Columbia brand of white liberalism is just so funny. You know what I mean? Like it's so funny, like because they will be against, you know,
Oh yes,
affordable income or low
just
income
like
people moving into the area.
just
But
like New
you
York.
know, but they think that they've made achievements because you
Yes,
know they let their
just like
daughter
New York.
date a black guy. But my
Just like New
daughter's
York.
boyfriend is black. I can't be
Yes,
racist.
just like New York. I'm not racist. I have a black granddaughter.
Right.
Okay, that has what to do with what? Yeah. Everywhere you go, it's all the same. Yeah.
Every other city we go, every other video, no matter where I go, I see the same hole.
Every
Afro,
time.
where are you? Where are you in the world?
I am too close to the Capitol, White House, and Monument for all the shit that's happening right now. I'm in DC, so I'm up the street.
Zelensky is in town. We should say what's up. He's in there on his white welfare begging tour. Zelensky said the white folks need more things. Joe, can you look out for the whites over here in Ukraine? We
I
struggling.
mean, that's pretty much how it goes. I mean, what was it? I just read something or watched something, and someone was like, they do. Oh, it was about veterans health, and they're like, they give more. They give more to immigrants, coming into this country than they do for the veterans and everything. And I'm like, but they always have. Go to history. The people that are here are all immigrants, right? They're not indigenous people. They gave them the land, they gave them the resources to build. They expand. Yeah, that's what this country has always been about. It's always been about, how can we get you in here and expand our brand? And so I mean, the reason that they're doing what they're doing is because it's in the interest of this country to do it. I mean, that's why this BS about Israel is going as it is. You just so happen to pick this area that's directly in between the Horn of Africa, Asia, and Europe, and citing thousands of years ago scripture that you don't even believe in, that you say outright that you don't believe. No.
Speaking of immigrants, like there's a Reuters headline that I want to follow up on just because I want to laugh. But the headline was Ireland is cutting its aid of housing and financial assistance to Ukrainian immigrants because they said they've given them too much. And it's like I've never experienced from an American perspective, like America never tells white immigrants we full. You know what I'm saying? Like it's never when we was trying to resettle, who was the other people in Europe that had the shit go down within the Serbians in the 90s when the Serbians were resettled here? Like when it's time to resettle white immigrants or white refugees, it's never an issue. So I want to hear the story of hear white countries tell each other that no, we full. We don't have no more space for y'all.
Well, Ireland of all. I mean, I don't know. I know what our population change was from, Irish famine and immigration here, but I don't know how that. I guess I didn't track completely how that changed the, like the population and the demographics and everything there in state in Ireland, over the next century, right? Obviously, I know more about the political infighting between them and Britain, and ultimately, like the UK situation. But just to hear Ireland is tired of immigrants.
Hey, I mean, well, there's more Irish Americans than there are people in Ireland, right? Like, there's more people
Yeah.
claiming Irish descent who are American born than there are people in Ireland. And I guess
Oh,
they're fine with that, but they want to keep Ireland Irish. So all you Ukraines, whatever the derogatory racial slang, ethnic slang word is for the Ukrainians in Irish, because I'm sure they got one. Y'all stay over there.
And you know, if the like just any discussion about US and immigration and foreign aid, it's like if the US didn't go fuck up everybody else's country, immigrants wouldn't have to come here. And and also US giving foreign aid isn't altruistic. They got some interest over there. US never does anything that does not serve the US. Period, point blank.
hey, Cindy, your head is cut off.
My head is cut off?
Yeah, it was cut off in the last broadcast. I'm like, sorry, that's like, production.
Oh no, because I feel like I'm kind of low in the frame because my chair won't lift. I'm like waiting for another chair because mine won't raise up.
Okay. I mean, I am on my phone, but when I did the replay, I was like, I knew it. I was like, your head was cut off because of the way that.
And I always and I like I find it interesting listening to other people, like Black people's perspective about Israel and Jewish people outside of New York City, because us Black folks in New York City have a totally different relationship.
Y'all do. You really
Okay.
do.
Absolutely, very clear, totally different relationship. And I have friends that Black friends who are Jewish, whose family is Jewish and everything, even them. Like, even they've been through some shit. Like, so yes, very clear. And I really wonder if, I didn't think New York was all that unique, but
I think it is, to be honest. I mean, let me speak for myself, because growing up where I grew up, and I'm gonna call it indoctrination, because that's what I think it was, but I don't think it was a harmful indoctrination. Like, from elementary on, we were taught about the Jewish holidays, and this is the Jewish this and the Jewish that. And I'm like, and so is Jewish, a Jewish classmate. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I just looked at them. They're just a different white. So I mean, I don't look at Jew, like, there's nothing distinguishing about Jewish people as Americans, Jewish Americans. Let me say, be very clear, not the Jewish experience, not the global Jewish experience. That is extremely different than what most of the Europeans went through. But in America, nah, the Jews is regular whites. They've been indistinguishable from the other whites.
Yeah,
to me.
And that is true, even though a lot of them try to not classify that. Like, I know, and we know whiteness is created and all this other bullshit or whatever, but yeah, there is still some sort of separation. But it's like, y'all still white. What are you claiming on your census? What is on your passport? Okay.
Definitely checking the white.
And let's not talk about how no one wants to talk about how the Holocaust was like the biggest white on white crime ever. That was like the biggest. Come on now. All right. But no, it's like, in terms of what I find interesting is, Black people being expected to take up the cause of Israel. And I'm like, have you heard about Crown Heights or Williamsburg or gentrification? Or maybe it only happened over here and other people don't know about it? Because, yeah.
But so much of that has to do with that Christian indoctrination. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand. Please explain to me how. I don't understand that, Zion. I don't see how they're. Can you explain that to me?
In short, it's branding. Okay, there's Nazareth, there's Jerusalem, like all of Jesus's, the hot spots where Jesus would pop up in the jam. That's all in Israel, right? Like, by and large. So Black folks is like, oh, well, this is where Jesus got the party started. That must be where the party must be getting started. So we fucking with them.
But they don't know about the history of how they started out in Europe and were sent there. Like,
Netanyahu is King Herod. We're entering. So I'm the Muslim here, right? But we're entering Christmas time. People are like, this isn't a time for such and such. because this is the time to be celebrating, you know, like Thanksgiving. This isn't the time for that. This is the time to be. Do you know what it actually is behind everything? Christmas. Do you know why Jesus' birth was so significant? Do you know what was happening? Why Jesus' family was in a manger? We're out in some ruin somewhere, hiding out, while the king of Jerusalem, right, was indiscriminately killing off babies, because there was prophecy that one was going to be born and was going to take his kingdom. So when I see what's happening right now, and I mean, you know, as a child, you know, I know I'm not super religious, and I can't quote you all the scripture because I haven't been, you know, keeping up on it all the time. But I just know I have read the Quran, I have read the Bible, I've read other texts, and when I was a child, I was told very often that scripture was not specifically just a historical document, but it was also prophetic of what's to come. And I'm like, now, you know, I'm not the most religious person, but I am spiritual, and
I am not religious at all. Like, I don't follow any.
I saw dead fish washed up in Japan recently. We had a plague. We had a global plague recently. We've had locust plague. We've had animals, you know, like the avian flu. When's the last time you've seen a pigeon? Don't know. And when they had, because there was the avian flu that was killing off lots of birds, but I didn't see like dead birds just in mass on the ground. Where did they go? The rats are taking over, all these things like that. And then you have people, you know, being killed every day in the tens of thousands, and we're watching it on our screen. and it's insanity. This last thing I'll just say to you guys, because I have to share this. I had a dream. I've been kind of like in and out of like feeling this like shit fucked up. You know, it's bad for me. Like personally, I'm not there, but it's fucking sad. And then even the fact that I have the liberty to be sad for now and then say, okay, I'm gonna go out and party now. You know, but Kim, I know I've shared with you. I think Cindy as well. You know, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. And I've had visions here and there. They're far and few between in terms of waking, but I've always had vivid dreams. So last night I had a dream that, you know, of course dreams don't always make a whole lot of sense, but at some point I think there was we were moving my grandmother into some nice facility somewhere that had some sort of spa, pools, whatever, who knows? I mean, you know, it was a dream. But at some point in there, randomly, we're just going about life randomly, and she's not in the room, and some other person's there randomly. A truck goes by, and there was this huge explosion, and we felt the building shake, and we felt the fire, and like I said, I have vivid dreams. I felt the heat of the explosion, and I felt the rocking, like I felt all that. And when I woke up, I mean, and then we were anticipating there's another one coming. And so it's like, okay, well, should we move back here? Should we put this over us to block any blast or whatever? And when I woke up, you know, I still felt shaken in my body. And all I could think of is this past day I was fasting and I was meditating, praying. So I'm like, that sometimes when you start to feel other people's energy. And with all the things that we're reading and talking and seeing, you know, and yesterday was a strike, so that was another reason why I decided, and today that was another reason why I decided to fast. But I'm like, yeah, that shook me just having a dream, and this is some people's everyday experience, and it's heartbreaking, and it's just really mind blowing to see the callousness of, even if you don't agree with anything politically, the callousness of saying, you know what, well, that's what they get because the Hamas, they killed those people at that concert. And I'm like, I just have to say this, if, God forbid, someone murdered a relative of mine, I now want to take it upon myself to take that person or those people out, their parents, their cousins, their nephews, and their babies, and their unborn babies. Is that really Is that really the life that you're about? Because all these people, oh, we got to do this on the news, in the social media, in in your regular down the street conversations. Y'all not really about that life, are y'all? I don't see it. But it's easy to just make. But this is real life. These are real humans, and people don't seem to get that. Anyway, I'm sorry. Like that was like what was on my mind, and you guys have been talking about it so much, and I'm just like stressed so hard.
No, I mean, it's like that has been my concern about, Black Americans and Black Christians really falling for the okey doke
Yeah.
in this situation because I feel as though Black Christians, I mean, come on, they only took white Jesus off the wall 10, 15 years ago in Black
Yep.
church.
Please
Okay?
trying to take white Jesus off the wall.
Some of them haven't taken them off the wall. Some
Like
of them still have up there.
white Jesus is still on the wall in a lot of these churches. So it's like you can only expect some Zenzi, we have to be patient. After we have to but we can't let them fall for the okie doke at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to be patient and be understanding and meet our people where we are. But God, no.
It's
no.
like and it could be, I don't know. I don't want to call it maturity because I'm immature as fuck, but it's like, if asked, I'm gonna tell you. I may not go in. What the fuck is this? But if asked, if the situation, if the subject is brought up, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, and I'm not gonna, I'm a lot more selective with my language than I was 20, 30 years ago. Like, this is bullshit. I don't say that anymore. But in a way, I'm still saying this is bullshit. I'm just being kinder about it because, come on.
But that is maturity, Zenzabel. Look,
I hate that, man.
It sucks. I'm aware. I
hate maturity.
I disagree with it totally because it's like, why?
It's not the Black Christians that I know anyway. I could say it's not all the Black people that I know. I mean, and I know I'm in a bubble probably, right? But the Black people that I know are not for this shit. It's those people for the most part that I know that are just like, but this is, and they no, Indigenous, all the atrocities that we've seen against Indigenous people. I have it that I want to pull. I want to pull old articles talking about conflicts with Indigenous people here or in Africa and Asia in those times, and how it was, and how the people that were being oppressed, being, having genocide, committed against them, how they're characterized by their oppressors, by their power structure. Because I mean, it has to be the same. The things that I've seen, they're very much the same. And I don't see, I mean, I don't know, maybe you guys are in different principles, but like, and it's probably because I cocoon around people that like they can't fucking deal with me if I'm telling them the real shit. I don't see even Black Christians saying, "Oh, we have to support Israel and let them bomb."
I have not heard that. Yeah.
I haven't heard that, but I don't think I've heard enough of anything from like Black pastors, like especially like the big time Black Christian pastors. Like I don't think they've said much of anything. You know what I'm saying? Except pray for Israel, pray for everybody, right? That's their solution. Hold on, y'all. I see Infinite is in here. We have about 3 minutes left. Infinite content. If you're
Hey,
come on, we got 3 minutes, brother.
Okay, I'm jumping in real quick because I have some more breaking news for you.
Oh shit! You've been breaking a lot of good news here, Infinite.
Reggie Ray, our chair wielding hero from the Montgomery Mollywhopping, got a 90-day suspended sentence. No jail time.
No jail time.
Yay! Reggie Ray, the mollywhopping. I love mollywhopping.
Now wait, Mr. Ray, is he the security guard or was he Aquaman or who was he?
He was the chairman. He was the chairman. Chairman of the board.
The chair. Okay.
No, not the hat.
My hero.
Yeah.
So I think that we did some good news in the night on,
That is some
and I
good news.
figured that would bring you lovely ladies smiles to your faces.
Thank you. That was good news, Infinite. Thank you so much for that.
And
That
don't forget to share that on the remix show tomorrow morning.
I think
That should
that's
be the
a
very first
wonderful.
thing.
That's a perfect story
News.
for the remix. And I'm gonna even give y'all a teaser because I forgot to bring this up today, but I'm bringing it up tomorrow. The news about the basically cure for sickle cell, right? I don't know if you guys
Yes.
heard this
I've been hearing about that.
Yeah.
via gene editing. But the kicker is, would you guys like to know how much this treatment costs for a cure for sickle cell, which they have found a cure basically? Would y'all like to know how much this shit costs?
$2.7 million.
Do I want to know?
You got it, Infinite. I think it's 2.2
Are you serious?
billion.
I was just joking.
2.2 million with an M, $1 million. And I said, you might as well have told niggas it wasn't no fucking cure because you might as well have kept that shit to
Tell
yourself.
them motherfucking black billionaires to run some change. Okay? They wouldn't even notice a dent in it if they no, fuck that. What?
That's a tax write-off.
Come on.
But let's get. We might want to wrap it up because it's on my clock saying 8:59, and Will's probably got his finger on the button.
Yeah, Will's gonna be ready to run us off. Thank you so much, Infinite, Afra Singh, Zenzibel, Tyler, Franny French, Anna Hart, Lady Heloise. Thank you guys so much for checking in on this call-in show tonight. Oh, Will done kicked y'all off. Will is taking everybody off screen.
Fine, I'm out of here.
Thank you, Zedzy Bell. Thank you, Afra. Come here, Will. Come on up here real quick. Say goodbye to the people while you over here on your bully. On your bully.
What I do?
On your bully. You just
I'm not a
bullied our
bully.
guest off the screen.
I just, we got time constraints. We just respecting people time, that's all.
Are you people?
Um
I'm kidding. Of course you're people.
yeah.
And it is your time, yes. We can and will respect your time. We'll appreciate you so much.
No problem, my G. I appreciate y'all too, especially people tapping in. We appreciate y'all.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much, everybody who called in. Peace, KJ Sakuna. Peace to my niece Alicia. What's up, Dawn Bird? Thank you guys so much, Chichi Macha. Appreciate you coming through. Y'all know I can't half as fucking read. I can't fucking read. You know what? Shout out to everybody. What's up, Damien? Thank you so much. Thank you, DD. Northern Witch. Appreciate you, baby. Love y'all. Love y'all. So we'll see y'all back here on Friday. I'm going to bring y'all the stories. Because my stories, again, the new moon fucked me up. I don't know. My focus was gone. Concentration was gone. But I got the stories, okay? Because I told y'all in this narrow instance regarding the FBI headquarters, I'm rooting for the whites, okay? I'm rooting for the whites. So I'll be back to tell y'all about why and how me and Team White is getting shit done, keeping the FBI out of Prince George's County. So we'll be back here on Friday. We'll see y'all tomorrow morning on the Remix Morning Show, 8 a.m. Eastern. Be sure to tune in, tap in, subscribe there as well. Thank you guys for helping us get to 4,000 subscribers. I'm very excited, deeply appreciative, and just very grateful. Thank you guys for doing that. Special thanks to Will and Molly. We'll see y'all back here Friday. See y'all later. Bye-bye. Toodles.